Alright. Alright, Chris Eubank Jr. saying his son could beat Triple G right now. And Billy Joe Saunders actually come out and said, oh, he must be crazy. But listen to this, right? Chris Eubank Sr. knows some stuff, yeah, like he knows his son. He's tough. They're a tough stock family. Eubank hasn't answered, just Junior hasn't answered his questions about his chin and all that. But Eubank Senior knows, man. Like he took shots from Ben. He's been in there with tough turn stats. Even look who hits hard, Steve Collins, right? Took shots from him. Took shots from the big guy from Manchester as well. What's his name again? What's his name? Carter Cat Thompson. He's took shots here, but that's just the senior. Like he knows certain things here. Like he's looking at Golovkin, boy. Like I wouldn't put him in there obviously right now, but they're talking about in the future that he could think, and I think you need to do that. I think when Muhammad Ali, just you give an example, Muhammad Ali, we were saying, oh, you bet you Muhammad Ali. Nah, I'm just saying Muhammad Ali, when he was waking his way up, he was calling out saying, listen, even people say he was crazy. Like Eubank Jr., his dad is saying where he could beat Golovkin, and I think you need to do that if you want to be the best. Not necessarily if you're going to achieve it. We don't know if he's going to achieve it, but you need to project yourself up there with these guys. And end of the day, when you're saying that you're putting pressure on yourself so you can prove to be in that class. I mean, Carl Froch was calling Joe Calzaghe before Carl Froch became Carl Froch, if you know what I mean. He wanted to fight Joe Calzaghe. The fight never materialized, but he put himself into that situation. He went to America and knocked out Jermaine Taylor, the former undisputed middleweight champion, and gone for the very best. So he actually was saying that way before Carl Froch. I'm talking about is Eubank Jr. sparred with Carl Froch. It looked like it was a good back and forward battle, and I think with Eubank Jr. going to Floyd's gym, he's been trained with Floyd Senior for years, and Eubanks just said there, like his son took a beating from the Cuban guy unknown in Cuba, a heavyweight, like unknown, but what his dad was probably showing him, trying to show if his son had the mental toughness to continue. So he knows what he's saying. He knows his son could come through the toughness, and Golovkin come through that toughness. So there's certain things that Eubank, as a former two-weight middleweight champion, knows that we don't know. I'm not gonna dismiss the man. People look at me, he must be joking. How can you put him in for Golovkin? But Billy Joe Saunders say, oh, how can you say he fight Golovkin? But that just shows you the mindset of Billy Joe Saunders, where he's thinking, oh, I can't beat certain people, but you can beat Eubank Jr. But obviously Eubank Jr. and Senior are projecting their son into further than where Billy Joe Saunders think, because Billy Joe Saunders, if he's saying he can't compete or go in the ring Golovkin, what's the point? If you're a boxer, you want to prove that you're the best. Realistically, you fight these guys. I remember you look at Brian Rose going against Demetri Andrade, like an unknown proven test and thing. But the thing is, the fighters fight. They go in there and they give it 100%. Lee Purdy got bashed up by Devin Alexander, and certain people go in there, they'll fight. Billy Jones will fight. Like, they don't sit there and say, oh, I don't want to fight this guy, I don't want to fight that guy, picking your opponents. I don't know, for some reason Saunders thinks Eubank Jr. is going to be easy test. I mean, the dad is, he knows certain things. It's going to be a really good fight, this fight here. But I'm just trying to say, don't overlook this fight between Eubank and Triple G. I think by the time Eubank Jr. gets up, the Triple G was going to be up in age anyway. So it's possibility he could take him out like eventually, but right now you'd have to say Triple G is the guy right now. If there was to fight right now, you'd have to favour Triple G heavily, a favourite against Eubank Jr. Eubank Jr. is not even, even Senior was saying that he should, like, before the Saunders fight, he would have liked him to have like 6 more fights. So this just shows you that he still feels there's a learning curve for him to go, but he's been propelled into the situation, and it's a sink or swim kind of thing to see if he's going to be there, and the fight is generating a lot of interest. So we're going to see. But right now, Triple G versus Eubank Jr., you'd have to go for G. You'd have to go with Triple G, but in the future, who knows? Anyway, I'm EJ Boxing Live. Leave your comment, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
I can't see that Golovkin has anything like Christopher's speed, his power, his punching ability, his hand speed, his foot movement. I don't see that from a calculating point of view. I don't see that he has anything like that. So then it's going to come down to heart. He's got my dino-ribonucleic acid.
Say that again, please.
DNA.
I mean, from your point of view, the tests that he's had up to date, how have they prepared your son for those sterner tests to come?
What tests are you talking about?
Well, I'm just referring to the 17 challenges he's had as a pro.
I'm not talking about those tests.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about tests that I saw him put up with in Cuba.
Right.
Being beaten up by a heavyweight over 3 rounds, and he took the beating, which is what manager, trainer, maybe even father, if he wants his son to be the best, he's going to want to see whether he can handle that type of pressure. Because if you can handle that, then your speed, irrepressibility, punching, combination ability, all of that then comes into play.